When you ask who are the Shapers, there's always this vague answer of the Shapers are gods who changed Bastion using the power of the Anthem. They were also elusive and so little is known about them. So this video will hopefully shed light on some of these mysteries. But before we proceed, know that this is purely speculation. This is not something set in stone, but I will try to create some connections between what we know and what could be. Now, in an old interview that Game Informer did with BioWare, they asked if the world of Mass Effect and Anthem are connected in some shape or form. A lot of us were hoping for yes or a definite no, but the developer's response was no comment. And with the existence of the N7 skins in Anthem, and BioWare tweeting happy N7 day with an Anthem picture in the back, and combining that with the lore that we explored in the VIP in the open demo, a lot of us are beginning to believe that these worlds are in several ways connected, and that the Protheans actually visited Bastion and they were the so-called Shapers. Now, once again, this is purely speculation, but I will try my best to connect them, and since the devs haven't disproved any of these theories so far, this is a possibility. So let's start with evidence 1, the look of the Shapers. If you examine the Protheans, Protheans have a distinct facial structure, but they also have some uniqueness amongst each other. Regardless, they have a general look. They have 4 eyes, 3 sets of nostrils, a wide forehead that narrows as you go lower. Now, when you look at the structures depicting the Shapers in Anthem, they look like a direct or subspecies of the Protheans. You can see this statue wearing a helmet that possibly covers the second set of eyes and is also covering the central portion of the nose where you have the other 2 sets of nostrils. This is something that is quite interesting. The proportions are quite identical as well, with a very large forehead and everything narrowing down as you get closer to the chin, and it is almost impossible to miss. The second part is going to be the connection in the stories. From Mass Effect lore, we were told that the Protheans mysteriously vanished over 50,000 years ago, and it was something that was later linked to the Reapers, but this also happened to have the same similarities as the disappearance of the Shapers in the world of Anthem. The Protheans were said to have risen from a single planet, but have developed a galaxy-wide empire that links to each other in several races and species, and the entry also said that many of their artifacts and ruins have survived the ages. This is just something about the quality of their work. This is also something that is quite similar to the Shaper relics that we have in Anthem. Now, here is the interesting part. The Protheans created the Citadel in the Mass Effect relays in the core Mass Effect field. The Prothean artifacts have an immense scientific value, something we also see in the value of the Shaper relics. The fact that the Protheans created ways to travel through space in an instant makes this connection even more logical. Most people believe that the Shapers in Anthem vanishing was around the same time as the Reaper attacks, and for the lore of Anthem to say that no one knew where they went is also quite puzzling. The characteristics, features, the architecture of Shaper technology all have Prothean DNA in its designs. While they may be in another universe, they could be the same civilization, just known by different names. Now comes the question of how did humans get to Bastion, this world of Anthem? My belief is that humans arrived in this world the same way the Pathfinders did in Andromeda, thousands of years ago, and this human civilization have adopted and evolved with this world. The history of the Protheans venturing from place to place to terraform the planet also shows in Anthem, and this could mean that the Protheans and the Shapers are the same people, or maybe a subspecies. Now, the second theory about human existence is that the Shapers created humans on this planet based on what they have seen in the Milky Way. So this is something that is quite interesting, because if you look at the power of the Anthem being able to teleport individuals It is something that is pretty much hyperspace technology that we have in Mass Effect relays, and the Shaper Storms resemble the same thing. There are so many similarities, and the fact that the developers are being so cryptic about this just says a lot about it. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this as well. Let me know if you have ever thought about this yourself. I know some of you have, but feel free to share it down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.